Hey, sisters. I hope you're doing well. I'm just enjoying the last days of sunshine here in Pennsylvania and on our farm, and we have lots of harvests. I've been busy with that. And some of you may know from my previous post that my parents from the Netherlands were in for about 2 weeks. So I've been spending, oh, thanks for the heart, Beth. I've been spending a lot of time with my parents the last couple of weeks, and it was really fun to have them around. I'm trying to not get sun to have them around, but as you know, like when family visits you, it's super fun, and it's really nice to have them around, but it's also, you're kind of just giving up your own space, right? And so for me and my husband, we live together in our house with the two of us. So all of a sudden there were 4 people in our house. So it took a little bit of getting used to, and but it was really fun. I had a really good time, and I dropped them off at the airport this morning, and so I have my house back. No, but it's funny because I really noticed that when they were here, or rather, before they were here, I really deepened into myself, and really was able to drop more into that stillness, and doing more meditations, and taking care of myself. And then when they were here, there was all the mind chatter came back a little bit more. Like, I have to do this, and I have to cook this for dinner, and I have to go to the grocery store and buy this for them. Or, and it's not that they are high maintenance. It's just me that I want to take care of them, because they're visiting me. And so I was thinking about that the other day. I was laying in bed, and my mind is just non-stop thinking about what I still have to do, and because I still have to work too. I work from home, and I wanted to be present with you in the circle, and I have all these ideas floating in my head that I wanted to birth, and I just couldn't do it all at once. And so my heart was racing, and I was thinking about everything, and I remembered a documentary that I watched, I think a couple of months ago. It's called Missing Links by Greg Braden, and I really recommend it if you haven't watched it already. He really beautifully combines science and history and spirituality and physics, which basically physics is spirituality in my eyes. We won't get into that today, but I may do a video about it another time. And he really beautifully combines it all together in this documentary series. And he also talks about the heart, how your heart has, I should have looked into this before I did this video, but this is just my memory, so it may be wrong. He talks about how your heart has an equal amount or more cells that are found in your brain as well. They're in your heart too. And this is I think a Buddhist teaching, really, to drop into your heart space. He spent some time in the Himalayas in Tibet, and they really focus on your heart, and he learned all these things there. So your heart is basically a brain too, and he beautifully gives a practice how you can drop into your heart space. So what you do is you take a breath, you focus on your heart, and you feel the feelings of gratitude, joy, and abundance. So either one of those feelings will strengthen those brain cells in your heart. I hope this makes sense to you. I'm just thinking about this documentary in the back of my head, and it just comes up what I remember from it. But it was really beautiful. I should probably watch it again. So let's do that right now. Let's think about something that you are very grateful for, that makes you feel very joyful or abundant. Like me being here in the woods makes me feel grateful that I have this space to go to. Just take a deep breath and then focus on your heart space. And then feel that really deep feeling of gratitude in your body and in your heart. And it just immediately, it calms me down. And I don't know, I think you will notice that too. It just immediately just calms you down, those feelings. And it's the same with dropping into your womb space. And you can strengthen those spaces in your body by getting out of your head and really focusing on your heart, on your belly, your womb space. And just breathe into it. It doesn't have to look a certain way. Let me move over a little bit. And so you can strengthen that every day, and that is your intuition, your female superpower. And it may be scary, right? Because that is our deep root voice of our true self, and we may not always like what it tells us, but it loves us so very deeply, and it wants the best for us, and it's here to guide us. It's here for us to use. It has so much wisdom, and I'm saying it, which is basically your true self, that will speak through you, to you, from your heart, your womb space. And it's really dropping out of your mind, dropping out of that mind chatter. And so over the last 2 weeks, I really noticed that I have to be doing this more too now. So when I'm done with this video, I'll probably go sit on my meditation pillow and just drop in before I'm going to cook dinner tonight. You know, it's a daily practice, and it's fun to start experimenting with that within your own body, because you have this wealth of wisdom and knowledge and guidance that you can't find anywhere outside of yourself. It's all within. And so I invite you to think about that for yourself, and maybe look, if you're into it, maybe look into those kind of documentaries about the heart space, because your heart has this huge energetic space coming from it. You know, it has this energy that's all around you and touches other people, and we're just not taught to work with that. And it's the same with your womb space. And so yeah, I invite you to think about that for yourself and what that means to you, and maybe experiment with it. And if you have any questions, because I'm probably not saying this very confusingly, because it just popped up in my mind 10 minutes ago. So if you have any questions, I would love to answer. And please experiment with this too, for yourself, because you're your own teacher. And yeah, so I'll leave you with 2 things. I'm recording this in the Moon Goddess Wisdom Circle, our Sacred Temple Facebook group, and I'll probably be posting it outside of our circle as well. So if you feel called to join us in this space, I would love to welcome you in. And then thing 2 is I have just put up on my website a free gift for you that is 3 videos, like a training series about finding your own cycles, finding your sensuality, finding that voice and that wisdom within you. Get out of your head space and the daily hustle and your busy life, and get back to that stillness within you. And it doesn't mean neglecting your responsibilities or, not doing anything anymore. It's fairly simple to make those little changes in your life. So I created the 3-part Inner Wisdom series, and you will get 3 videos spread over a week And they're about 20 minutes long, and you'll get a little bit of homework and information on the moon phases and how you can embody them. I talk about your womb space, and we do a beautiful meditation. And the last video is about intention setting and how you can become really a co-creatrix to work with all these beautiful nature energies and universal energies in your heart space and your womb space and the moon cycles, and how you can really set beautiful intentions for yourself. And yeah, it's very magical. So if you feel called to join me for that you can find it on maggieswisdomcircle.com. And I see someone is watching, and I don't know what to do right now. Let me see. Oh, it's Amanda. Hey, Amanda. I just saw you today. Yeah, today I went with 2 other beautiful women to a garden that is close by here. And we decided that we're going to start a small sacred circle, so in person instead of doing it here on the Facebook group. So it's really fun. I wish all of you ladies were closer and we could just sit in circle together. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you will experiment with that a little bit for yourself. I know I'm going to today and tomorrow and next week. So I'll be talking to you soon. Bye, loves.